I am so glad you showed up today because the structure for this workout is such a great way to build muscle and definition in our chest and back. And the structure today, let's go over that so we can get right into our workout. We have 3 rounds today. We're gonna have a base exercise that we're gonna work for 60 seconds. Then we're gonna follow that with 3 exercises for 30 seconds. And then we'll go back to that base exercise for 30 seconds of pulsing. We're gonna adjust our rest time in between, either 20 or 10 seconds, then we'll get 45 seconds of rest in between rounds. For our rounds today, we're gonna have 1 all focused on back, 1 all focused on chest, and then 1 a little bit of a combination of both. The only additional equipment I'm gonna mention really quick that I'm gonna use today on top of our dumbbells and aim today to lift moderately heavy to heavy, adjusting as you need, because again, this structure is tough, but it is so effective. So challenge yourself through the 60 and 30 seconds of work that we have. I'm gonna be lifting anywhere today between probably about 15 and 25 pounds. So I'm gonna use my 15, 20, and 25. And I'm also gonna have my wrist weights on. So this is just gonna be on my wrist the whole time, just to add a little extra oomph. So with that, let's go ahead and get into our warm-up, and then we will get right into our workout. So for our warm-up today, we're gonna do a couple non-weighted warm-up moves. Then we'll add our weights. Arm crosses here, 1 arm on top, and then the other. We'll do wrist circles next, and then we'll grab just some light weights. I'm gonna use 10 pounds for our warm-up. Let's do 2 and 1. Wrist circles here one way, and then we'll switch the other. Now, if you ever want any extra details on this workout structure, if you wanna review it a little bit further, you can always check the description. I put all that info in there, and also the info for the wrist weights in there as well. Take it the other direction for your wrist circles, and then let's mosey on over and get our weights here for warm up. We're gonna work through some chest and back exercises, starting with a row here. So hinged over, back flat, core engaged. Let's row it up, squeeze. Take your time in this. I know it's light, and when we're lifting light here to warm up, just a little bit of tension through those muscles with the weight. So not super heavy to start. This gives us a chance to start to make that mind-muscle connection, but also get that blood flowing in the areas we're going to work. We're gonna take it down next for a push-up, and we'll take our weights down because we're gonna do a renegade row. Let's do 2 here. Here's 2. Last one. Now we'll walk it down for a push-up. You can always use your dumbbells if you'd like under your hands while we're doing push-ups. That actually does help keep your wrists straight. So anytime we do push-ups, and you can do your push-ups on your knees or your toes, we're gonna take it down and press. When we're doing push-ups, keep that core tight, squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes. Let's do 3. 2 more, then we'll go into renegade row. 2 and 1. Last move here, renegade row, getting into position. And let's row it up. You'll also see I have my bench out here, and you do not need a bench. I just need my bench right now for the floor work that we have because I can't get all the way down on the ground on my back. So I'll be using my bench, but you can do all of those exercises on the mat. Wrap that shoulder blade around spine. Exhale with your squeeze. 1 more each side. Then we're gonna get into our round number 1, which is all back. Whew, all right. So getting into our first round, we're gonna work that 30 seconds narrow grip row. Grab your weights for that, and let's do this. All right, and when we're working that narrow grip row, you can use 1 or 2 dumbbells. If you are using 2, you're gonna pin them together and not let them go. Also, got my wrist weights on, so if you wanna add those, go for that. But let's go ahead and hinge it over, back flat, core tight, narrow grip row for 60. Here we go, squeeze. So keep that weight in your heels. Think about driving that bum to the wall behind you. Keep that back long and strong. Take your time through your reps here, squeezing those shoulder blades around spine. Exhale as you come up. So this is already starting to get pretty heavy, about halfway through. Woo. Don't let your form go. Hold that form. One thing too, to help you work a little bit deeper into those back muscles as you row, think about squeezing your chest through your arms here as you wrap those shoulder blades around. We're gonna get 20 seconds of rest. We're gonna go into a single arm row for 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Rest it out for 20 seconds. So we're gonna do a single arm row on one side, single arm row on the other. Then we're gonna switch it up to a reverse grip row. This is where we're only gonna work 30 seconds from here to the end of this round. So getting ready, single arm row, hinge it over, back flat, core engaged, and let's row. Now I'm taking a wider stance on this. You can always take a staggered stance where one foot is in front of the other. Most important thing here though, keeping that spine nice and long and wrapping that shoulder blade around as you squeeze up. We'll get 10 seconds to rest after this, then we'll go right into the other side. Whew. This is 3, 2, 1. Rest it out. Other side. Grab your weight. This 10 seconds goes by quick. And let's row. Here we go. Hold it at the top for a second. And the reason we're holding it for a second at the top is because that's when those muscles actually contract. And in that contraction is where we're starting to build that muscle. So after this, we're gonna do a reverse grip row. We're gonna need 2 dumbbells for that. So we'll move quick because we'll only have 10 seconds. Here it is, 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, moving on, 2 dumbbells, reverse grip. 30 seconds on the clock in 5. Woo. Hinge it over and reverse grip, let's go. Squeeze. Good thing about an all back round is form pretty much stays the same the whole time. We're holding at the top. We're keeping that spine long. Weight in the heels. And we have one exercise after this. Here it is, 3, 2, 1. Here we get 20 seconds, so breathe it out. We're gonna go back up to that first exercise, but this time we're gonna pulse it for 30 seconds. So back to that narrow grip row, 30 seconds of pulses. Woo, 5 out, grab your weight. 1 or 2 dumbbells, you got 2, pin them together. And here we go, pulse it. So keep it high. Keep that contraction in the back the whole time. Just a little up, a little down. Squeeze, squeeze. Woo. Think about sticking that chest out to keep that nice, long spine. Okay, hello, hello. Woo. It is burning, but back's gonna get a break after this. Here it is, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. All right, we're gonna move on. We got 45 seconds. We're gonna move on to chest. We are gonna hit that round again because we are repeating these rounds 2 times through. But for now, we're gonna switch it up. You'll be on the mat for most of these exercises. Well, actually for all of these exercises for chest, but I'll be on my bench. If you have your bench, feel free to have that. But we're grabbing it. We're starting with chest press, chest flies, then a dumbbell squeeze chest press, reverse grip chest press, finally those pulses. So grab the weight you need for all of that. Let's get ready. We are 10 out, chest press first. Bringing it down. Let me lift this up, just 1. Oh no, that'll be okay. All right, 60 seconds on for chest press. Here we go. Drive those shoulder blades into the mat, get a little arch in your back. That's gonna give you maximum leverage here to work those chest muscles. And the 2 muscle groups we're working today, opposing muscle groups. So we're working the push and the pull today. Ooh, this is getting heavy. Keep that form, keep that full range of motion, all the way down, all the way up. We're almost there. Use your breath as power right here. Exhale as you press up towards the sky. Last 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, 20 seconds. We're gonna go into chest flies. So now, adjust your weight if need be. I definitely need to go down for chest flies. We're gonna hit 30 seconds of chest flies now. So bringing it down, 5 out, arms up. Here we go in 3, 2, 30 on. The good thing about the 60, then dropping it to 30, I feel like the 30 seconds goes by so quick. Exhale, squeeze. With your chest flies, one thing to get just a little bit deeper into those muscles, really working all those muscle fibers. As you come up, lead just a bit forward with your pinkies. I like to tap the ends of my weights together closest to my pinkies. Almost there, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, now we're going into a dumbbell squeeze chest press. This one is tough. You're gonna squeeze those dumbbells together and lower. Don't let them go. Here we go. Take it down. So it's like a very narrow chest press, but as you come back up, really think about squeezing them together, even overemphasizing that squeeze to feel it in the chest. Also gonna feel it in the triceps on this one with this more narrow position, but still working into those chest muscles. For myself personally, I feel like at that insertion point, kind of where my underarm meets my chest. Breathing, pushing. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Next, we have got a reverse grip chest press. So with that, we just flip those palms facing our head here, and let's take it down. So with reverse grip, arms are not super close to your body like with that dumbbell squeeze that we just did. They're out at just a slight angle, but not as wide as a chest press. So kind of that happy middle point right there. All the way down, squeeze all the way up. Good news is you get 20 seconds after after this, and then we'll finish with our chest press pulse. Last 3, 2, and 1. Whew. You can see things move quick during this workout, but we are getting in so much in this short amount of time here with our work. Chest press pulses. Let's bring it down. This is it, and then we'll move on to round 3. Whew. Bring it up about halfway. Chest press pulse. Here we go. Pulse it. Breathing, driving those shoulder blades into the mat. Use those shoulder blades as leverage there. Squeeze, squeeze. Think about those chest muscles. Squeeze. When I say squeeze, think about squeezing your armpit egg. Whew. Chest on fire. Almost there. Here's that countdown. 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right, we are moving on to round number 3. So enjoy your 45 seconds. I'm gonna keep my bench out here. We're gonna do a pullover. We're gonna do rear delt flies. We have got push-ups, renegade rows, and then back to a pullover pulse. So this is gonna be a little bit of a combination of back and chest together for this last round. So like I said, I'm gonna need my bench out here for the pullovers, but then we'll bring it to stand, bring it on the mat for some of the other exercises. Keep that heavy weight up. This is gonna be round 3. Then we're gonna repeat hitting back, chest, and both again. Then we've made it. So let's go ahead and grab our weight for pullover. Time is ticking. Grabbing that weight, 1 or 2 dumbbells, whatever you feel comfortable with. And let's do it. 60 on for the pullover. Down, pull, squeeze, tighten up the core. Good thing with this one is we really get some added core work in here with this pullover. So take advantage of that. Tighten up your core as you're down, keep it tight, and then pull, squeeze. Use your abs there to help you pull back up. Exhale with your squeeze. When you come back up to this top point with your hands pointing towards the ceiling, keep them about perpendicular. So arms perpendicular there to the floor and ceiling. This one working the lats, the chest, the core, a little bit into the arms as well. Breathing, almost there. Rear delt flies next, so we'll be up to stand. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Rear delt flies. So I'm just gonna move my bench out of the way just a smidge because I'm gonna have to go back to that for pulses. But rear delt flies, I think I said I was gonna use 15, but I gotta drop it down to my 10s for rear delt flies. So shoulders rolled back, hinge the hips, drive the hips back, soft knees, and here we go. So your rear delt's actually part of your shoulder complex, but they're in the back. So that's why we're hitting them today on back day. It is a small muscle, which is why weight has to be dropped down a bit, especially with this move that takes the weight up and away from our center of gravity. We're getting ready. We're gonna take it down for push-ups, knees or toes. Remember, you can add some weights under your hands if you need. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. I should say, only recommend using the dumbbells if you have a flat bottom dumbbell. Push-ups, let's go for it. All the way down, all the way up, squeeze and exhale. Tighten the legs, tighten the glutes. Keeping that strong lower body is actually gonna help with this press here as you push back up. And we're gonna keep it down for renegade row next. Almost there. Here's 3, 2, 1. Breathe it out, make all the noises, grab the weights. We're going for renegade row. Legs out a little bit wider here, not just pinned together. And let's row. Keep that arm close to your body. Squeeze shoulder blade around spine. Now this is another really good move for that core, so think about it, engage it. If we can get a double whammy in and work the core, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, moving back to our pullover pulse. So grabbing your weight, bringing it down. All right, we're gonna pulse it. Here's 3. Take it low, and let's pulse. Nice little pull. This one's slow, so don't move too fast in this one. Just lower it down, feel that stretch, and then pull back up just a few inches. So up a few inches, and then down. Breathing. Still, you can drive those shoulder blades into the mat or your bench, whatever you're working with. But this is it. We're gonna get 45 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, 45 seconds. You are rocking it. We're going back to back because we gotta start over from the first round we did. We're gonna do all of those exercises one more time through. Same structure, same timing, same rest. You know what to expect. The only thing I'm gonna ask you here is, how did you feel about the weight you used for the first time around? If you were able to keep form, if you were feeling good, maybe you wanna up your weight a little bit to challenge yourself to really work those muscles. Or if you were really struggling, lower the weight or try to keep it the same to finish out. That's gonna be the goal for these last couple of rounds here. We're gonna go back to the narrow grip row. So getting your weight ready. You know what to expect. Narrow grip row. Bring it down, back flat, core tight, and let's go. Full range of motion. Squeeze. I should also mention, because right now we are working the chest and the back. There is a pair to this workout, which I highly encourage you to try if you have not yet. That one was actually posted just a couple workouts ago, so you can easily find that in line with this workout under videos. But that one is all focused on the shoulders, the biceps, and the triceps. So that hits all the other muscle groups, but we work this same structure. So just to make sure all the muscles are working evenly. I like to do these little, I'm calling them mini series, kind of in our regular training. So if you have a chance to do that one, highly encourage you to do that one. It's just 30 minutes, just like this one. And not that you have to do it today, but just to keep it on your calendar to do it if you haven't yet. Here it is, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go into a single arm row. So let's bring it down. 20 seconds here. You know, we get a little bit of a longer break, and then we're gonna drop our rest to 10. Shoulders rolled back, get that good posture to begin. Then just drive the hips back, soft knees, and let's do it. Row it up. 30 seconds. Core tight. Exhale with your squeeze. Remember, hold it for a second at the top. Whew. I should also say, I said this is a mini series for the upper body. It's the same for the lower body. So you'll see those workouts intermingled with the upper and lower here for this mini series. Last 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Switching over. 3, 2, other side. Here we go, 30 on. Do make sure if you are strengthening and training the upper body that you're also giving as much love to the lower body, because that's where we have a majority of our muscle. And you know, having more of that muscle, so many benefits to that. Things like increasing your metabolism, helping to prevent injury, slowing down the aging process. I could go on, but we only got 3, 2, and 1. Nice. We're going into reverse grip row here. So moving quick, reverse grip row. Grab your weight, hinge it, and let's do it. Squeeze. This one you can really hold at the top. Spine nice and long. All the way down, pull, squeeze all the way up. Woo! And you'll see me taking breaks throughout our training with any workout, so I always want to say, if you need to take a break, drop it down for a second, grab the break, and get right back into it. Last 3, 2, and 1. Woo. All right, final set. Why did I set those down? I'm gonna have to pick them back up. We got pulses. We're gonna do that narrow grip pulse. So finishing out there, actually I will use this, so that is okay that I set that down. Oh, all right, back long, back strong, soft knees, and let's pulse it for 30. Last one for back. So little move, pulse it, pulse it. Keep the elbows high, keep the elbows tucked into your body. Think about that good posture through your chest. Almost there. Here it is, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I feel like the 30 seconds of pulses is a lot longer than 30 seconds for full range. Everything is just so burned out by then, which is good. All right, we're going on to our chest round. So you know I'll be on my bench, but head on to the mat. Starting with chest press, then we go into those chest flies, dumbbell squeeze chest press, and then reverse grip, back to our pulses. Let's get ready. Okay, we got 10 out. I have such a plethora of weights out here. I do not want to grab an uneven set. Double checking our weights, make sure we got what we need. Roll it back, 60 on the clock for chest press in 3, 2, let's go. Press and squeeze. Drive those shoulder blades in, exhale as you come up. Over halfway. I know as it's getting tough, do not forget about your armpit egg. That's that little egg in your underarm that as you press up, you try to crack and squeeze that. That's gonna help you work really deep into all those muscle fibers through your chest. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. All right, chest flies. But enjoy, we got 20. Not that that's very long, but all right. Rolling it back for chest flies here. Here's 3, 2, 30 on. Open it up wide. Squeeze. Try to lead in just a bit with those pinkies at the top. Just tap your dumbbells. The ends of the dumbbells closest to the pinkies, just a little boop. And then back. Nice and wide here so you can really feel that again all through the chest. Last one, here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, dumbbell squeeze chest press. I'm just hanging out here. Squeeze those dumbbells together and let's do it. So remember, really think about pressing the dumbbells together. There's a little added challenge in this one because we're also thinking about squeezing those dumbbells together. And I'll tell you what, you can feel that so good in the chest. Squeeze. And if it helps to say those things to yourself, squeeze, like say that. That helps me so much to just hear that verbal cue, or even in my head when I say it to myself. Last 3, 2, and 1. Reverse grip now. So turning those palms towards you, reverse grip. Remember, arms are gonna come out at just a slight diagonal. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Down. 30 seconds. This is where the chest is really feeling it now. But only 2 more sets. Whoa! Exhale, squeeze and press. That breath will actually give you power in that push. All these little pieces working together to give you the best workout. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. I'm gonna sit it up and rest it out because I know how that pulse feels. So 30 seconds, just that normal chest press. Breathe here. And let's roll it back and get ready. 20 seconds for chest press. Or I'm sorry, 30 seconds for chest press pulses. Here we go. Little up, little down. Keep it in that high tension zone. So you don't want to be too high up towards the top of your range, but you don't want to be too low. Right in that sweet spot right in the middle there. Pulsing, wrists are straight. Driving shoulder blades in. And breathing. Oh. Making whatever noises you need to get through this set. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Oh. All right. So last and final round. I'm sad it's almost over. That's why you have the other combos. But I think I need to redo my hair too because it is getting a little wild and out of control. That's what happens when we have our workout. So we're going on last and final round, back to our combo chest and back set. We're doing our pull over first. Let's see, we got rear delt flies, push-ups, renegade row, back to pull over pulses. So grabbing that weight for pullovers, remember 1 or 2, if you got 2, pin them together. Here we are. All right, pull over. So on the mat for this one, then we'll bring it up to stand. Let's go in 3, 2, 60 on. Here we go. All the way down, pull, squeeze, tighten up the core. Remember, a little bit bigger bang for our buck here with this core in working too. Exhale with your work as you squeeze back up. Pull. Good, we're almost there. When it gets tough, give yourself those little cues, like pull, you got this. Just remind yourself that you're doing it. Here it is. 3, 2, and 1. All right, rear delt fly. Let me pop my bench out. All right, so 2 dumbbells, rear delt fly. Remember, long, strong back, hinge it at the hips, weights in the heels. And let's begin. 30 seconds. I say that because that is the best news ever, knowing that we just have 30 seconds of work for each of these exercises to go. And only 3 exercises remain here. Whew. Here's 3, 2, going down for push-ups, bring it to the mat. All right, knees or toes, what do you got? Let's make it the best. And here we go. Squeezing the legs, squeezing the glutes. Keep that body nice and long. I'll compare, so if you've ever carried a sleeping child to a child that's awake and kind of helping hold on when you carry them, that's the difference between your push-ups. When you just let your lower body and your core stay lax, that's the sleeping child. Very hard. But when you keep that body long and strong and tight, that is helping you with this push-up. Last one there. Whew. Renegade row before our pulses, and we have made it. Wider base here, and let's row. Squeeze and pull. Almost there, halfway. How good does it feel to get strong? I know it is challenging, and sometimes with strength, it is that. Last 3, 2, 1. We got 20 seconds. We go into pullover. I'll finish what I'm saying in just a second. Let's catch our breath and get up here, or you're on the mat for your pullover pulses. But this is it. All right, arms up, we're gonna pulse it. So remember, hit that halfway mark and pulse. Keep the core tight. But strength training, sometimes it can be tough to stick with because we might not see the results as soon as we would like. But I am telling you, if you stick with it, it is one of those things that is going to have the biggest payoff, and you are going to be so glad you did. I will tell you, for myself personally, adding strength, life-changing. Not only stronger here, but stronger in life, and I cannot be more grateful that we can move our bodies like this. Last 3, 2, and 1. Whew. So with that said, way to go. Be glad that you are here, that you are getting strong, and I am so glad that we can do it together. One more thing I want to mention before you go. Grab some abs after this. I'm going to pop up an oblique video. Grab that. I am 38 weeks at this point, and I will be so happy when I can do abs with you again. Before now, make sure you're adding in abs and obliques. So check that video out. Also, October calendar is rolling out, so make sure to grab that so you will be ready for the month of October to get all your workouts in, not even have to think about it. Thank you for being here. You are awesome. I love you.